Hi there, welcome to the latest episode of my 10-minute moan. The topic of this 10-minute moan is a epic journey I'm taking today. I'm heading off from Glasgow just now to head for a midday protest in Falkirk, and then I'm heading off to Epping for an evening protest there. And why am I doing this? Well, it's very simple. I believe in what the British people are doing right now is correct. I want to show my support for those two very similar communities. Because when you consider the people in Falkirk are protesting because the hotel they are protesting at has seen at least 3 crimes against their community of a sexual nature. And indeed, recently one was found guilty in a court of law. And that is the exact same as what's happening at the Epping Hotel. As last week we found out there was a man convicted who lived in that hotel for crimes against the community. And I want to show people, I want to thank the people of Epping, I want to show support for both communities and all communities, because the only thing that's different between us all, the length and breadth of the United Kingdom, is our accents. We are the same, we have the same concerns. We are rebelling, for want of a better word, in very similar ways, and we will be successful. So join me on my journey for the next 12 hours, which will take in 2 men, 2 protests, 1 common aim.
How you doing, boss? All right, buddy. Fucking everywhere anyway, you know what I mean? What the heart? All right, buddy. What the heart? Why are you here today, Mr. Trump?
Very sorry, this carry on, mate.
All the way from America?
All the way from America, that's all my protection.
Thank you very much, sir.
No problem. Good day to you.
You're right. How did, sir? Just want to ask you one quick question. Why are you here today?
I'm here to support the people with the concerns against the housing of illegal immigrants in this hotel flat.
Do you feel you're standing on the right side of history?
I do feel like we're standing on the right side of history because I don't think these people should be housed in here.
So we arrived in Falkirk. We managed to meet up with the protest organisers in Falkirk, who have given us this banner. They're going to jump in the car, drive 400 odd miles, be at Epping tonight for their protest tonight, to show that the communities across the United Kingdom are the same. The only one difference is our accent, but we are united and we will win this.
So now we're about 100 miles away from Epping. We're almost at our journey's end. We've been driving now for 5.5 hours. It's been a bit of a trek, and I've joined in the car with Kevin, who's came down with me. He's off camera as desire. So Kevin, why are you doing this?
I mean, you gave us a bit of an idea last night. Do you know what I mean? When you said that, I thought, made a lot of sense. And I thought, well, why not? I'm going to London and the weekend, so I thought, why not do this? It shows that when we're all at every part of the country, as you said, plenty of places, is that we're all having the same problems. So I'll join you down, come down, give you a bit of company, and obviously look forward to meeting up with people, standing in the lights, like-minded people.
So we started off at Falkirk.
Yep.
You've been there a few times.
Aye.
What's your views on Falkirk just now?
Falkirk, I'm disappointed that the people that's actually turning up on the other side of it. I don't know if I'm able to mention who turned up today.
Huh?
So turned up at Falkirk today, and the councillor Linda Murtagh was there and go quite openly and was glad to tell you that she was actually getting paid for being there today, and I wasn't. So
she was sort of mocking you, but saying you're not getting paid. At least I'm getting paid to be here. Which, to be fair,
Laura Murtagh, that's what her name is.
She probably wasn't the only person on the other side of the street getting paid to be there today. So what party does she represent?
I don't know what party. I just know that she's a councillor for Falkirk. I brought up a couple of things today. They had the usual banners and they stand up against hate, things like that. And one of them, they highlighted Stop Islamophobia. And I just asked, before they put the music on, I asked a simple question. Where's the anti-Semitism, Stop Anti-Semitism banners?
Yeah.
And obviously you can see them all sitting going, and I'm like, well, it's a valid question. If you're saying that you're here to stop all hate in the country, then why there's no mention of that? I mean, we do have Jewish communities in Scotland, and right now, after what's happened to with our government during the week there, flying flags from another country and giving them no mention, surely we should be giving them a bit of a shout out as well for being maybe feeling a bit threatened right now in our country. But as usual, nothing didn't fit into their narrative.
We're just coming up with Melton Mowbray cut off. Go and get some pork pies, mate.
Not the prices down here.
Yeah. Here we go, the big man himself. Hey, Craig Houston! We've got Craig Houston in the house. Here we go, look, he's travelled all the way from Falkirk. So they look, here he is, guys. All the way, we've got AY in saying hello. Hey, look, the big Craig Houston, the big man himself. So where's Kev? Here we do, Kev! There he is, mate. Hey, we've got a bit of here he is, look. A big Craig, and we've got Kev. Let's not forget Kev. Come together, look. Come on. Stick your flags out. 8-hour drive all the way, look. All the way from Falkirk. Today they've been to one protest and they've come all the way down just to show unity and support with the locals of Epping. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Where's Sarah? Where's Callum? Look. Save our future, save our kids' future. Well done, boys. Right, first and foremost, how was the drive down? Oh, fucking hell. So for those who don't know, this is Craig Houston. He's got a podcast up in Scotland and he's been doing some amazing stuff with migrant workers. He's been going, well, not migrant workers, he's been over to Calais. This is Kev. He is called the ranter for a reason, because he's got a mouth like a fucking, you know what. So, like, I don't know where Callum is, but all I would say is, Callum, come and meet Craig. We've got Callum here. There's Craig. And come and say hello to Kev as well, mate.
I'll tell you
What made you feel so passionate?
Look at this. Complete unity.
These good people. These good people in Epping.
Callum, come and stand in the middle. Callum, come and stand in the middle.
You are smashing it. You have given so many people over this brilliant country faith and hope, right? You don't have a clue the amount of people that you are giving hope to that are following in your footsteps. I've been to Aberdeen, Peterhead, furthest north in Glasgow. I've been to Ballymena and Ireland. I've been to Manchester. I've been to London. I've been to Dover. I even went to Calais and Lesbos to see how these migrants are coming into our country. And every single one of them say the same as you. They're concerned. They're concerned for the safety of their kids. They're concerned about their females. They're worried about housing. They're worried about knife crime. You are not alone, and you will win. And by the way, yeah,
Unity from the top of the nation all the way down to the south.
What you're doing,
Big up Scotland, man. Big up
what you're
Scotland.
doing is you're inspiring a nation. Because I've seen people in Peterhead,
Yeah,
Falkirk,
Craig, take this.
inspired by
Craig,
you.
take the phone.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
And what they tell me is, they see the victories that
Yes.
you're pulling, and they want to copy that. You're an inspiration to the nation. And when people tell you protesting does not work, I tell them, look at Epping, because you guys are pulling victories out of nowhere. You people need to look at you as respect you, and we will win, because the whole nation is behind you. I want you to know that we all feel the same, and we all look to Epping for inspiration. The protests do work. You guys are testimony to that, and an inspiration to the rest of the nation. And we will win, because the people in front of me are the same people that went in trenches 100 years ago, and 60 years ago took tanks and aeroplanes and boats and beat the tyranny. And we're the same people. Our fathers and forefathers took to the trenches, and our mothers and grandmothers, they made sure this country was safe for them to come back to. They took to the fields, they took to the factories. And the women of this town are the same people. We will win. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. And the whole nation is behind you. And you're inspiring every single one of them.
Woo!
Down.
Woo! Big up! Callum, what do you want to say? What do you want to
I've come down here to say thank you. Thank you so much to the good people of Epping. We are the people of the United Kingdom, Great Britain and Northern Ireland. And we stand as one behind you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've not long arrived in Epping, and the first person we bump into is the main man himself, known to many of you. This is AY Audits. How you doing, big fella?
How you doing, Craig?
I'm well, mate. And how's the day been down in Epping?
Yeah, it's been good, buddy. Good numbers again. Marched down to here, couple of speeches down to the council offices. It just shows the police and the government. It's not going to go away. You know, it's not going away. You know, it's they're going to keep coming. They're going to keep walking, keep protesting, peaceful protesting, and that's it.
And be an inspiration to the rest of the United Kingdom, mate, because that's what Epping is.
Yeah.
Do the people down here understand that that's the effect they're having in the rest of the country?
I think this lady here, Sarah, she will do now. I don't think maybe at the beginning, she probably they probably didn't, to be fair. But I think with the support and stuff that they've received over this last couple of weeks it's through the roof. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's through the roof.
Well, it's great to see the face behind the camera. And mate, I can't thank you enough for the stuff when you come up to Scotland and smashed up there. Thanks very much for that, mate. It's really appreciated.
And thank you for coming. You know, like, thank you for actually. Do you know what I mean? Like, you just drove 8 hours, guys. You know, come on. Do you know what I mean? Like, the fellas just drove 8 hours to drive to here to deliver a flag. You know, come on. Do you know what I mean? Like,
it's nice enough, thank you. But listen, top man, mate. Love your work.
Cheers, Craig.
Yeah,
definitely, buddy.
Cheers, mate. So, guys, I found a fellow fugitive, a very brave lady here. And she's had a wee bit of bother. For those that live in the moon, Tell the good Scots about your story, Sarah.
Hi everyone in Scotland, and so basically I placed a national flag at the top of the council offices last Sunday, and I was told to remove the flag. I said I'm not breaking any laws, I'm not removing it, and then with that I was brutally arrested by 4 officers. I got punched in the face, I was being continuously kicked and kneed in my legs, I've got bruises down my back, my arms covered in bruises, and then they put me in the cells for 24 hours. Apparently all of the public think I was arrested under section 14. Section 14 is just an abuse of power with the police, and on my actual charge sheet I was charged with section 11 and section 12 of the Public Order Act 1986. And just like I'm supposed most of you, I didn't know what that even meant, and I asked them to define that for me. What law did I break under them sections? And they said I deferred from the route of the procession, and being one of the organisers, I clearly know the route of the procession, and it goes from the Bell Hotel to the council offices. And the police officer at the time said the route was labelled by the police commissioner just the day before, and he said you was to go from the Bell Hotel to the Civic Centre. So I said, OK, could you please tell me what the Civic Centre is, as I already know what it is? And he said no, I don't know. And I went, well, that's funny, because it's also known as the council offices. Civic Centre and council offices is the same place. So as far as I'm aware, I wasn't breaking any law. They hadn't cordoned off the stairs for the Civic Centre, and that's basically why I was arrested. And I appear in court on the 15th of October, and I really, really hope I get my day in court.
Well, to be fair, you are a councillor, so if you don't know where the council offices are, it's a bit shocking. So you're right. You are right.
Well, I'm a potential councillor for the future, but yeah, it would be quite shocking. And you know what? When the flag blows up in all of the videos, it clearly says Civic Centre, and the police had that evidence. They would have watched it. So it just shows the incompetence and the failings of people that have become police officers. That if they are that incapable of reading something on a video, then what are they doing throughout the rest of the country? And it just shows with the sentencings with people and court, basically.
Well, look, Sarah, I think it goes without saying it. I wish you all the very best when your court case, if it goes that far.
Yeah.
And I'm up in a fortnight if I go that far, so we'll keep our fingers crossed.
I wish you luck as well, yeah.
Okay. Well, listen, thanks for your time and all the very best. All right.
Take care. Thank you.
Right, guys, this lovely lady has asked me for this flag, the Lion Rampant of Scotland. Why do you want the flag?
Because my nan's a Scot, she's a Galloway, and she's proud of it.
Right, so I'm going to, once we're finished tonight, I'm going to give her the scarf, but you have to promise me one thing. For the good people of Scotland, every time you come to protest in Epping, you bring this flag.
Yes, I will.
Deal?
Yeah, I will.
And you send me a photograph every time?
Yes, I will.
There we go. Isn't that fantastic?
Is a promise.
Well, give us a kiss. All the best, darling. There we go. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right, guys, this lady here, so I'm going to give that lady over there my Scotland flag on the basis that she would take it to every protest in Epping. So this young lady gave me this beautiful flag. And it's what's on it up there? It's got a lovely lion and the words Epping says no, on the basis that, what have I to do with this?
You got to fly this in Scotland, so we back each other.
That shows, that to me sounds like a great idea, and that really, thank you very much for that. I'm tickled, thank you, darling. Thank you. I do love that.
Good.
Thank you. Are you related? Are you related?
Am I related? No.
Shut up.
Yeah,
He's
no,
all like the
not
same in
related.
Epping, aye. So guys, we made it. We're in Epping. We've been made absolutely really welcome up in the town centre where there was some speeches, and now we're at the infamous Bell Hotel in Epping where it kind of started for the whole of the UK. So let's see how we get on here. So guys, I've met Martin, who many people on our channel have seen on the lives. He's seen me share his work. He's doing splendid stuff down here in Epping. So Martin, can you explain what is actually going on right now that the protest for today's finished?
Hi Craig, thanks for having me. If we just take a walk down here, as we can see, the police are also removing the barriers, and then what they're doing, they're going to store the barriers over the other side of the road behind the barrier that is up where the hotel is. So for me, it just looks like obviously the police working in cohesion with the hotel itself. So it's just interesting to see. So I don't know if you can flip your camera around and just show like exactly what is going on. But obviously the protesters have now left. There might be a few that come up, but it's sort of dispersing at the moment. So yeah, it's just interesting to see. And in terms of the police presence tonight was actually it was fine. There was no aggravation. I've mentioned about aggravation before multiple times. There's not. The guys have turned up. They're in no riot gear. They're just wearing their standard uniform. They've been standing very far apart. They've not engaged with the protesters at all. They've been very, I say they've been very, very well behaved. They've, so there's been no aggravation. So the protest has been very peaceful today. I mean, in terms of yourself, I know you've got down here, you've not long arrived. I mean, it'd be interesting to know your initial thoughts. Craig, I know you just got here now.
I mean, it was quite awe-inspiring seeing the reception we got up at the town centre earlier. Obviously, they'd started down here at 6 o'clock. We went from here up to the sort of town centre, civic centre, back to the town centre and the main street. It was a phenomenal crowd. People were absolutely fantastic with us. So thankful that we came, and we're like, no, we're thankful to you for what you're doing. That's why we came here. So I mean, you were saying, well, the protest finished down the road, but we kind of had to come here because this is the centre of the universe as far as protests are concerned in the UK just now. So I mean, thanks for bringing us down, Martin, and making us feel welcome.
For you guys coming down, honestly, for you to travel 8 hours all the way from Falkirk to Epping is absolutely amazing. The unity that it shows from the top of the country to the bottom. For you and Kev as well, big shout out to him, for you to make that effort and just to meet a few of the locals to get an idea what it is actually like here at Epping. But this is normal, even though you can hear the noise in the background of someone on a motorbike. This is exactly what we've been getting. We've been getting people up and down on their motorbikes, revving them up, tooting. Really, so much support. I know people will be going, well, not every local in Epping supports this. Well, when you come down and see it for yourself, you don't see nothing but support. I've not really seen. I've seen one or two max people come out against the protest, but as you can see, there will be people. There's a few people rocking up now. There's never any trouble. The police here have been really good tonight. There's been no agitation. It's when they turn up with the riot gear, with the shoulder to shoulder standing, making cordons between the protesters, and that aggravation is what sets off trouble. So without that type of policing, you get a better protest.
Definitely.
It's a different night. You can sense it in the air. Look, there's been no trouble. You can tell that even just by looking at the police, they've been absolutely fine. But as you can see, witnessing there in the background, you can see, look, they've now broken down the barriers. Just be interesting to know what their relationship with the hotel is, because they're storing them now to the right hand side on the hotel grounds. It's just I don't know. It's something that needs sort of looking at really. But the guys here. I mean, you've spoken to a few of the locals. I mean, what you can see, they aren't going to stop. There's going to be no stopping until this place is shut down. The Labour government, they can reshuffle the cabinet all they want. They can bring in a new Home Secretary. They can bring in a new Deputy PM. They can do what they want. We are still going to be here protesting, or the locals are going to be here protesting until this place is gone, because it's still full of unvetted men. Crimes are being committed, not just in this community, but communities all over the UK. Which is why you're protesting in Falkirk today. Similar reasons. That united front. The government will hate the fact that you guys have come down to show unity between us, and I really, really take my hat off to you guys. It's been honestly absolutely unbelievable. So thank you very much.
It was just a mad idea I had last night, and I phoned you quite early on, and you're like, you're coming tomorrow. It was spontaneous. I thought, you know what, we could do two protests in one day, opposite ends of the country, and kind of just show that unity. And the way we've been received is just awe-inspiring. To be fair, it's been fantastic.
Honestly,
so thank you.
You're all so welcome every single time. Oh, sure. I can only speak for my behalf, but I'm, speaking to the locals, I think they really appreciate it. I mean, there was a swapping of flags. You donated one of your banners for us, which is going to be, you know, that's going to be taken on board now. It's going to be utilised at future protests. And I believe you had a couple of exchanges with a few locals of flags, and you know, you've taken an Epping says no flag, and you're going to probably display that at some of the ones you're going to in Scotland.
Anytime I'm at a protest in Scotland, that banner's coming. That was the deal. That was what we done it. And the woman that took my Scottish Royal Standard, she was of Scottish descent, and I said, you can have it as long as you bring it to Epping every time you protest. So
all we need now is of people from Ireland to do the same thing, the people from Wales as well. We need to now show this unity across all countries within the nation, and you know, really scare the government, even because at the moment they're doubling down on everything, whether that's the policing, the judiciary, just everything they're trying to throw at us. But we're not going to stop, because now we've started something. This can't be reversed, because why would we stop? Because we've come so far now. We're so far in it. You know, even yourself, I know you was previously arrested. You've come and met obviously Sarah, who was arrested, and Callum. You know, just normal people that are fighting for a cause to save and to support our women and children. That is all it's for. We want futures and for our families, not just our families now, but future generations. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's why we're doing it. We want to hand the country over to a better position than we found it. So, exactly. Martin, thanks very much for helping out, get me here, and the reception you got me and Kev was outstanding.
Thank you very much. Honestly, the pleasure is all ours, and honestly, it's absolutely amazing that you guys have come down. It's you know, we've but thank you very much for having me.
Big up. Hiya, mate. So here we go, guys, the famous scene of the rise of the UK as far as protests is concerned. It took us 8 hours to get here. We felt we had to come here. The protest was in the town centre by the time we arrived, because the protest started at 6. We arrived about 8, but we felt we just had to come here to get the vibe for the place, and the reception we've had has been absolutely phenomenal. The police are packing up. They've been great with us tonight. The general feeling is that there'll be no problem at all tonight, and everybody's quite happy. The protest finished, everything's peaceful. I don't think there was any arrests at all. Peaceful night. Coppers have been in good fun, telling me they're going to use Scottish law against me because we've got a breach of the peace that can jail you for anything. So it's all been good humour, and me and Kev have been made most welcome, so speak soon. Got the famous young Ed. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you, Craig. It's great to see you making the journey down here. You've received a very warm welcome, so it's great to be here with you, Craig. Great to meet you at last.
Yeah, the reception we got on arrival was phenomenal, mate. I think you should lined them up well, so thanks very much for that. So how was tonight?
Yeah, today's just been a carry-on of what we've been seeing here in Epping, and you've got to give it to the people of Epping, because although the British protest started out in Northern Ireland, Epping's really been the epicentre, which we've seen it go from Epping and then just explode right up and down the length of England. So yeah, Epping will always have a special place in my heart, but tonight a lot of women, a lot of children. This is what I found very interesting about a lot of these protests, whether it's Norwich, whether it's Nuneaton, whether it's Canary Wharf, or whether we're here in Epping tonight. The demographic of type of people that are coming out to these protests, the women in pink, the children, it's completely smashing the narratives and breaking down barriers that the mainstream media and the British establishment have spent years building up. The women in pink have just came along and smashed that narrative altogether.
No, as I said up at the town centre, mate, they're smashing it. They're an inspiration to the rest of the country, and you know, they didn't start it, but they're certainly leading it, and well played to them, and all the best. So thanks for helping arrange that.
No problem at all. Thank you for coming down. I mean, this is what we're seeing, isn't it? We're seeing an explosion in patriotism. We're seeing an explosion in people coming out and protesting, because in Epping, what you've seen of it, it's a very, very small, close-knit community, and then if you add 150 people into that community, it's obviously going to cause tensions. And then when one of these people, two of these people, go on to commit heinous attacks, you're going to see a reaction, because of how much of a close-knit community it is. That community is going to feel it a lot more, and that is why we're seeing so many protests. Because the thing you've got to worry about with these hotels is not if they're one of the good ones, which I'm sure they are, it's the ones who could go on to commit an unthinkable level of spontaneous violence, senseless and merciless brutality in an instant. That is the problem that we are facing with having 150 undocumented men in small towns and villages up and down the length of the country.
Yeah, spot on, mate. Listen, Ed, keep up the great work. You've got a lot
And
of fans
yourself,
up in Scotland,
Craig.
and thanks for that again today.
Appreciate that, mate. No problem at all. Thank you for coming out. Rule Britannia, this is the start. Make no mistake about it. And what we've seen is unprecedented. It is ahistoric what is happening in Britain now. Protest the length of the country. And what's very interesting about it is we've had the media system against us for years, calling people like myself, calling people like Craig, calling people like the women in pink far right. We've had the entire media system against us. We've had the judiciary system weaponized against us, where we've been silenced and thrown in jail for quickly deleted thought crimes. We've had the judiciary system against us. We've had the media system against us. We've had the entire political class against the normal men and women. And what's happened, it's not held back the protest. If anything, it's pushed them forward, and the momentum is solely with us. There's nothing they can do. They can weaponize the Home Office to override local democracy, which they did here in Epping. The local council voted unanimously, listening to the people of Epping, to close this hotel. What did we see? Another example of our weaponized two-tier justice system, with the Home Office overriding local councillors, smashing the delusion of democracy. Why should we have 3 established Labour Party judges deciding in Westminster, listening to Westminster over local councils like the one here in Epping?
Top man, Mick, speaking.
Wicked, man. I think we'll